Hello, the Pioneer viewers. We continue to report on Russia-Ukraine war. We convey critical news and analyses about the war. The war, which is about to complete its second year, has been raging in recent days. While the parties are increasing their mutual attacks, they also want to protect their gains. The increasing attacks in recent days have been carried out especially by Ukraine. Signals of a radical change are observed in the Ukrainian army. According to information obtained from local sources, some steps are planned to be taken to make the Ukrainian army more successful. While the Ukrainian army continues to grow stronger, the Russian army continues to struggle with problems. The Kremlin administration, which has drawn the reactions of the Russian people, wants to regain the trust of the people, especially before the upcoming elections. This is of great importance for the Kremlin. While the Russian-Ukrainian war continues on the front line, there are also developments behind the front line. The leaders of both countries make statements and inform the public about the process. The people want the war to end as soon as possible and return to the old days. Soldiers of the Ukrainian army state that they will resist the occupation launched by Russia in the violation of the law. The Ukrainian army, which has a strong motivation, seems determined to continue the tough struggle. The recent Ukrainian offensives are considered as important moves in the context. The Russian army, which suffered heavy damage in the attacks on the Ukrainian army, is looking for an opportunity to recover. The Russian army, whose very costly helicopter was destroyed by the Ukrainian army in recent attacks, is trying to make new plans. Ukrainian military intelligence, on the other hand, instantly monitors Russian troops in the conflict zones. In this way, Ukrainian operations have a high success rate. If you are ready now, let's examine the latest developments in Russia-Ukraine war and the destroyed Russian helicopter together. As the Pioneer, we continue to report on Russia-Ukraine war. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so that you don't miss our daily map reports and reports on the agenda. I also read all your comments on our videos. Please continue to share your ideas about our content in the comments with us. Tell us in the comments what content you would like to see on the Pioneer channel. Let's start if you are ready. The Pioneer reports. Recently, Ukrainian artillery units carried out a successful operation. After the Ukrainian artillery operation, Russian troops panicked. The panic was caused by the Ukrainian artillery's precision firing capability. The successful shooting of the Ukrainian artillery caused serious panic among the Russian troops. The Ukrainian Defense Ministry made a statement about the attack carried out the other day. The statement said that a Russian Ka-52 Alligator helicopter was destroyed near Avdiivka. Surface-to-air missiles were used in operation during the destruction of the helicopter. The Russian helicopter, which was shot down by the portable air defense system's manpads, has been added to the increasing Russian losses in recent days. Manpad weapons were provided to the Ukrainian army by the US and Europe since the first days of the war. The Ukrainian army has used and continues to use these weapons effectively. Manpads have an important place in the attacks against Russian targets in the region, especially because they are portable. The Ukrainian Defense Ministry used a headline that proved its power by saying the Russian crocodile born to crawl cannot fly, in the news announcing the downed helicopter. Many social media users shared the Ukrainian Defense Ministry post and showed their support. Alexander Tarnovsky, commander of Tavria's operation and a strategic troop group, said the incident took place in the Tavria sector of the front line. In a statement on social media, Tarnovsky shared details of the operation. The enemy helicopter with its crew was hit by the portable anti-aircraft missile complex and fertilized the soil in the direction of Avdiivka, Tarnovsky said, adding that the operation will continue. Tarnovsky said that the Russian forces are currently intensifying offensive operations near Novoperplivka or Orikhiv in Zaporizhia Oblast. He also noted that the fierce clashes are continuing in the Avdiivka area. It is stated that the attacks will continue without giving Russian troops a chance. For this reason, the Ukrainian army is preparing an intensive work plan. The number of Russian helicopters destroyed has reached critical numbers. Russian troops, who have suffered very costly losses since the beginning of the war, are trying to make adjustments to the war economy after the losses. The Ka-52, produced by Kamov Design Bravo, is an updated two-seater version of the Ka-50 attack helicopter. It is designed to destroy armored and unarmored ground targets, tanks, low-speed air targets, and personnel. The Russian helicopter destroyed by the Ukrainian army cost approximately $13 million. Helicopter has played a key role in air support for the Russian troops and equipment on the Ukrainian battlefield. The Ukrainian army seems to have recently focused on improving its strategy. It has been destroying strategic targets of the Russian army and is also trying to destroy its resources. The Ukrainian army is fighting from both offensive and defensive positions. For this reason, a very delicate balance has been established. A breaking news was shared by the Ukrainian armed forces last night. According to the news shared, an attack attempt was made by Russia on Ukrainian territory late that night. Unmanned aerial vehicles sent by Russia to infiltrate Ukrainian territory were caught by the Ukrainian defense. Ukrainian defense successfully blocked the Russian drones. In the attack attempt, 16 unmanned aerial vehicles were sent by Russia to the Ukrainian territory. Ukrainian defense successfully destroyed 10 of the drones. After the move of the Ukrainian air defense, the infiltration plan of the Russian drones ended in failure. The data released by the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine shows that the losses of the Russian army fighting in Ukraine have reached a critical level. According to the data, the Russian army has lost 393,290 soldiers and 6,385 tanks since the beginning of the war. According to the data announced after the latest attacks, the total helicopter losses of the Russian army reached 325. The number of the fighter jet destroyed from the Russian Air Force was 323. The Ukrainian army has stated that the attacks will continue and the number will be updated. So what do you think about the Russian helicopter shot down by the Ukrainian army? How successful do you think the Ukrainian army is in the counterattacks? How do you assess the combat discipline of the Ukrainian army? What do you think about the high number of casualties of the Russian army? We care about your opinion. Please share it with us.